Hello guys, welcome back to my video, and I hope that the video is going to find you well, and if you are not doing well, then I put you into my prayers and I wish you a quick recovery. Today I just want to highlight some of the assistance that I do give to the farmers that I work with, or someone who wants to venture in agriculture. And today my main focus will be on cabbage production. You know very well that cabbage production do take between 70 to 90 days before you can start harvesting, and that obviously will depend on the variety that you are going to plant. So for example, when you are planting Gloria F1, then it will take 90 days, while Copenhagen market will take 70 days. So, and the number of days starts from the date of transplantation, not the date that you plant them within the nursery. It starts from the date of transplantation. So what are some of the advices, or what are some of the advices that I'm going to help you as a farmer, or as someone who want to venture in cabbage production? I said today I'm going to focus on cabbage production. So the first is land preparation. How do you prepare your land as a farmer? How do you prepare your land? Both the primary cultivation, the secondary cultivation, the tertiary cultivation. How and when should you carry out all these land preparation? Two, we are going to talk about the seed selection, or the variety. Which variety do you want to plant? And this is going to depend on your location within the country. So I'm going to assist you, or help assist you identify which variety you can use, you can plant as a farmer. Then after you have planted in the nursery bed, so how are you going to take care of your seedlings within the nursery, so that they don't the seedlings don't get infected by diseases? Then you transfer the seedlings from the nursery to the garden or to the field. So I'm going to assist you how you can manage the seedlings within the nursery, how you can even monitor any disease within the nursery. And the common disease, if I can just give you an example, the common disease that affects brassica family, or including cabbage, is the downy mildew. How do you identify that these my seedlings within the nursery have been affected? Then how can you manage this disease? So I'm going to help you do so. Then transplanting. Now we want to transplant. Obviously you know the variety that we are using. What is the spacing? What is the recommended spacing? When should you transplant? How should you transplant? So I'm going to help you, or assist you with all this. Then the most critical part, before I come to the most critical part, then watering. Obviously, how do you water? That is, especially if you grow them during the dry season, how do you carry out watering? Then we come to the most critical part of it, which is pest and disease management within the field. How do you do this? I do recommend to the farmers that I've been working with, I do recommend to them that they use the IPM, that is integrated pest management. They don't just go into getting the pesticides and spraying. No, I don't recommend use of pesticides, even though I know at when the pest infestation reach at a certain level, then we can use the pesticides. But I try to advise my farmers to not to encourage. I don't encourage them to use pesticides, and that is why I encourage the use of IPM, that is integrated pest management. So you identify the pest within the crops, then you know how can you manage this pest. How, after identifying the disease, how can you manage these particular diseases? And integrated pest management, it just means that you combine all the control methods, but you avoid the use of the chemical method. So for the chemical method, you will only use it when the pest infestation is very high. You cannot now control it. For example, in cabbages, I recommend that when you are planting cabbages, maybe you can interplant them with the coriander. That is, the most people call it dania. Most Kenyans know it as dania, but you can interplant within, maybe let's say within the rows you can interplant coriander, that is dania. So how is this beneficial to you as a cabbage farm? So this dania, the coriander is going to produce it has a certain smell. The smell is going to attract some of the beneficial insects. Like the smell of dania normally attracts the parasitic wasps, so they will come to your farm, and these parasitic wasps mostly they feed on the pests that attack the brassica family. So that is one way that you can help control or minimize the pest infestation, not just running to use pesticides. Because let's say you are having 1 acre of land, then you have planted the whole of it, you have planted cabbages. So let's say maybe a few cabbages are infested by pests. It is not recommended that you go and buy it is not economical to go and buy pesticides when just a small portion or a small number of cabbages are the ones that are infected by this particular by any pest. So try and combine these other control methods, be it the cultural, biological, all these, combine them, the mechanical, but avoid the use of pesticides. But if the infestation is high, then obviously we have to apply the pesticides so that we don't run at a loss. Then fertilizer application. How do you apply the fertilizer? Obviously this will depend on the soil test, the soil test that you have carried within your farm. The nutrients that are there, what nutrient is lacking that is required by cabbage. If there is any nutrient that's lacking, then that is when we can now say we can recommend that you apply fertilizer. But if your soil is fertile enough, then there is little amount of fertilizer that you can apply. Remember, if you don't use more of this commercial inputs, then it means that you are going to lower the cost of production, and this is going to be a beneficial to you at the cost at the end of the production cycle. Then the harvesting. How do you harvest your cabbage? They have matured. How do you identify that these my cabbages are now matured? And if they are matured, how do you now harvest? Because you are not going to harvest today, then sell all of them today. Some you will sell today, some will take time. So how do you harvest? Then the post-harvest practices. How do you carry out the post-harvest practices so that you keep the shelf life of the cabbages, at least they stay a little bit longer before you sell. So the post-harvest practices, I'm going to assist you on that. Then marketing. How do you carry out marketing? And this will now come when you are now planting. This starts from the point of planting, starting your cabbage production. You know very well that it takes 90 days, let's say maximum of 90 days. Then which months are you targeting? Which months are you targeting, so that by the end or at the time you are doing your harvesting, then the cabbage demand in the market is high. So I'm going also to help you on that. So that is just a few tips, or a few tips that I can share with you on cabbage production. But I do a variety of crops. So if you are growing any crop, I can always assist you. I can always assist you. And it is not a must that I come to your farm. No, it is not a must. COVID taught us a lot. In fact, one of the advantages of COVID that I can say as a Kenyan is that it opened our eyes, so that we know that not everything can be done just physically, but some can also be done online. So you can just, maybe you have a pest in your cabbage farm or in any crop, then you can just take a photograph or take a picture of that, send me on my WhatsApp number, then we can always talk about it. Then you say, I can advise you how can you manage that particular that particular pest or that particular disease. So it is not a must that I have to be there on your farm. So you can always take a photo, share in my WhatsApp, on my WhatsApp number. Then we can always try to find a solution so that we help each other. Again, I do training to farmers. So it is not a must that I do the physical training. I can even do the online ones. So if you require any training in any crop, that is, today I've just given an example of cabbage production, but if you require any crop, be it sugarcane, be it any crop, I mean, just feel free, contact me. Then I will always be available for the assistance. So if you are a farmer watching this video, or if you are someone watching this video and you want to venture in agriculture, then kindly contact me so that we grow together. I will always be able to assist you. Also, if you know someone who wants to venture in agriculture and maybe he needs some of the technical advices, you can always connect me with that particular individual. I will always appreciate. Lastly, I would like to thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much. And always, I can kindly request you that you can just share the video, like the video, give a comment, give your input. I know as a human being, and I believe that learning does not stop. Learning only stops when we join. We join our ancestors. So I can also learn from you. So you can always comment on my video, share, like, then you help me grow. And also kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we grow together. I know today's video is not very much clear because of the weather conditions, but I hope in the next video it will be clear. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Kindly share, subscribe, and talk to me. Thank you very much.